my story. I'm gonna tell a story, and I'm gonna give you tips on writing speeches at the same time. Let's see if I can think of clever enough segues between the two. We'll see how it goes. Gosh, Gila, por favor. Now I feel self-conscious. What do you mean no? You don't want that? Well, you're gonna get it. So, here is my story about writing a speech for Baccalaureate. My shirt. FGCU! FGCU represent! This is the only clean one I have, so deal with it. We're gonna make it to the Final Four this time. Woo! If you got here by putting in Baccalaureate in YouTube search, congrats, you're a really good speller. Should have checked out the vocab I used in the last video, so it's just from glory to glory right here. The story begins, Baccalaureate. If you don't know what a baccalaureate is, or don't know how to spell it, it's okay. It's really hard to spell. But a baccalaureate is like a blessing service, sort of, for graduating high school seniors. Since I was an officer in my high school class, I had to give a speech at my high school baccalaureate. But it took place at a local church, which was pretty big, so the stakes went up a little bit. The year before, only like 30 people showed up at the high school baccalaureate. The sponsors of the class got super mad and encouraged everyone to go to the baccalaureate. So all my senior friends and their families were gonna show up. The stakes went higher again. Oh yeah, and I was involved in a club at my school that would bring together groups of Christian students, and we would pray and read the Bible together. And since it was a Christian setting, it was kind of placed on me that I would open up in prayer. The stakes went up again. I arrived to church late. The day that I had to give the speech. Giving a couple other people's rides, whatever. Gila made me late. Thank you, Gila.
It's not true. You were late. I was there on time. Actually, you fell asleep in a car.
I run into the church. I'm in street clothes, but I have to dress up, suit and tie. Suit and tie. You guys know that song? I have to dress up and get in my graduation robe and everything. Look hot before getting on stage and talking to everyone. Ask where the bathroom's at. Oh, back over there. I run in, see the open door, run into the bathroom, get into a stall, start changing. I'm gonna get to the speech writing tips. Hold on. This is where the story picks up. I close the stall door, start changing, getting ready. You know when you just have a weird feeling about things, something's not right? I had that feeling, but I kind of like look around. I was tall, so I look over the stalls and I see that they're all stalls. Dang it. I kind of look at people's feet and I see they're all in high heels. I was like, oh God. Which brings me to my first speech writing tip. Know your audience. Because if I had known I was in an audience of women, I would have behaved different. That was a horrible segue. Forget it. Point is, if you're talking to a bunch of adults, act like you're talking to a bunch of adults. And if you're talking to a bunch of, like, elementary schoolers, keep it interesting, keep it entertaining. Change your diction, word choice for non-grammar people, your attitude, your tone to match your audience's expectations. Yeah, and when you're writing your speech, make sure that it pleases whoever's giving you the approval to give a speech. Another speech writing tip that I do, but it's probably not recommended, is visualize a worst case scenario. What? Josh, that doesn't make sense. Hear me out, hear me out. If I'm visualizing a worst case scenario, then if that happens, it's like, okay, whatever. But then when that doesn't happen, yay, I surpassed my expectations. Awesome. So I visualize, oh yeah, I'm gonna vomit on stage. We will be strong. And then slip on it and everybody's gonna hate me. But instead, I was put in a situation where I could have walked out of the women's restroom to greet all of the administrators, senior friends, and their parents. Kind of changing it up. And I finally finished changing. I don't know how, but I recognized one of the feet there. And it's the assistant principal. It's her feet. The stakes went up again. Which brings me to my third speech writing tip. I'm so bad with these segues, is watch out for nervousness. If you feel yourself getting nervous, try to do something to counteract it. What I do is I don't even think about it. My strategy is to think about something else. I think about the purpose of the universe, food, former lovers, Bill Clinton, my life, world hunger. Takes your mind off things, right? What about the animals? Happy? Okay, alright, what do you want from me? Some people think about everyone in their underwear. I don't think that's okay, because what if there's children in the room? Kind of pedophilia. Don't do that. I wait for the assistant principal to step out. I don't know how, but I recognize the next pair of feet. Which is kind of weird when you think about it. And it's my best friend who I gave a ride, Gila. It was her feet. So I'm like, oh, this is my chance. Gila can help me. I'm like, Gila! Gila. And then she answers, like, whoa, what? He looks around. She recognizes my feet, which is also kind of weird. Gila's like, oh, Josh, is that you? I'm like, help me get out of here. Okay, I'll check if the coast is clear. She kind of peeks out the door, sees the church filling up with administrators and senior friends and all their parents and families. But once she gives me the signal, I open up the door, run out of there, and I see as the door closes that it said women's restroom. Yeah, don't be stupid. Which brings me to my next speech writing tip. Hey, wepa! Party! Whoa! Oh. Gosh, I need better segues. Don't take too long. Get to the point with your speech, because in that baccalaureate service, there was someone who was talking for like 4 hours. That's not cool. Keep it interesting. Make every sentence count. If you're being repetitive, take it out of there. Don't be stupid. Use common sense. That's another tip. Dress the part. I had to dress up in my suit and tie. Be hydrated. Drink water beforehand. Don't be high. It will affect your speech. Make sure you use the bathroom beforehand. Make sure you vomited beforehand. Just kidding about that last one. You can vomit on stage if you want. As a class, we've seen a lot happen. But I'm glad that we've made it this far. Yeah, so if something goes wrong, try to use it to your advantage. Gosh, continuity. Like a baby crying in the audience. A baby in the audience keeps crying. I guess it's because I'm so ugly. Or your own nervousness. If you can't breathe, then just pause between your words and act like you're being dramatic. We will live long, and we will prosper.
What? I can't take it seriously.
Those are my speech writing tips. I went on to give a cool speech. It worked out. Hope they help. Hope you like this video. Hope you actually like this video. Like a thumbs up, like this video. And that you like it too. Like it. If you've ever worn a suit and tie, make sure to subscribe. Let me show you a few things. More of this action. I'll appreciate it. Remember my crying face if you don't. Bye.